Okay, this is where we stop. So we are in PME lesson 33. Yeah. So whoever missed 33 is about passive voice. Passive voice, that means you can add in this one. ER, a prefix, affix of ER to the active base or ER directly to the root. Okay, this is passive. Passive and active are both of them are the same now. So the only thing is like for instance, this one third person singular. This is called an, no doubt here is say present third person. This is active. So you see that's why I say it's active base. This is active. So active base or active voice, they are the same. So a passive voice in between, that means the base you add ER first, then followed by the third person ending. So this becomes the passive. And then when you add ER to certain ending, like for instance, the BY, B means in between here. So here somewhere end with B. Let's say somewhere end with B here, then you add Y, then you will become this. Like for instance, you see here, can you see this is the root BDH. BDH, this is DH. Anyway, you see a DH, the DH here, the DH plus a ya. Can you see a DH plus a ya? DHY. DHY. Can you see this is DHY? So it becomes DDH. This is the rule. So that means when it's added to the root, then it will take this type of form. So you have to remember this. If you don't remember, you just refer back to that. All is passive. Passive is a bit hard to see when it's added to the root. And then the things that you need to remember, because the things that you need to remember, the last week we are talking about is, okay, we are talking about something like that, something like that. So we will go to the exercise. Mostly you were able to see that. Okay, this is previous week one. Okay, this is today one. Okay, today is Bahu Hi Sadda Pachu. Okay, this is when you put a comma, that means this is technically there's no comma, but here is just to tell you this is a sentences. Then followed by kami tapa tapasina nati mangku. This dash means this is a compound. Hota tapang anahi te ne kilis sati. All right. So what we do is normally we will always look for a verb. A verb. If you cannot find a verb, then you will look for a noun. So in this case, you look at here, this is a verb. This is technically is a verb, but this is a potential participle. This is a verb. And you look, the last one, this is a verb. This is a verb. This is a verb. So after looking for a verb, we always look for a noun. So in this case, you can see that you can see da. This is a noise or voice. When you see a bahu, these two like that means TCN. This is a TCN. That means this is the adjective to here. So that means this should be the subject. That means here many noise. Many noises. So this is like that. So the word he, you can put it later, whether you want to put in front or put where. Now. So the next word is pachuha. You look. This is you see this is technically this is also a TCN because this is a long A there. So if you look into the dictionary, it means disagreeable. Disagreeable. So noise That means many noise disagreeable. This part, can you see disagreeable? So to connect this because this is adjective, this is also an adjective because this is describing the noise. So normally we need something like that. So something like that. So this is to join it. So that means this will become a predicative adjective. That means noise which are disagreeable. So this is how you connect. So so that's why it is put as a comma. So right, follow this part you follow. So the word which are is not there one. This is not there one. So the next one you will see that this is a potential. Potential. That means the word tapa. Can you see the word tapa? So normally tapa is a potential participle. In this case, it takes a negative ending because this is a female. It takes a female ending. So this is a female ending. The message is referred to this. So in this case, here, can you see here? That means the word karma plus karma plus itapa. That means technically it means should endure or to be endured or must be endured. So in this case, we continue. So which are disagreeable should be endured. This is the verb here. Okay. Can you see this word is tapasina? So it also takes a long A, but in this case, this is a long A. Can you see this is this case 3 instrumental should be endured or by aesthetic. All right. Follow, you follow. So the up to here, and then up to here, the next one, the word he is an indicative to refer to the aesthetic, because this is kind of a passive already. So we start back with another subject. We say he. So here, okay, because if you look at this is the word is the root is kilis. So plus ya plus t, they become this is a passive. Passive, that means is stain. So is stain, can you see this is a stain? And then the word kilis, this is a verb, this is a noun, plus r to form a noun. So it becomes kilesa. Kilesa, that the E here, the second after the L is strengthened to A. Kilesa. So this is how it looks at it's stain. So then you know what to do. Then what you do is, because can you see the word here is ho taba. The root is who. Who plus taba. So that means who is be. The word who is to be. Verb to be. Be. That means this one should be. So should be plus the na here should not be. Can you see? Should not be. The word mangku is disturb or get discouraged. So in this case, should not be disturbed. So this is technically is a sandhi. It's a sandhi, not a compound. It's a sandhi because this is a verb and then this is sandhi. Should not be disturbed or should not be discouraged. And then followed by that, can you see tena by that. So by that means the word that here is referring back to this one. That means it refers to that noise. You cannot see the noise here. So you can see by that. So when you see by that, that means technically is referring back. This is the object. This is the object. Object. So here by that noise, the object is that noise. That pali is often like that one. Most of the time, when you mention the object, sometimes ignore the sada. You don't have to. You won't ignore that. Okay, ignore this sadena. You ignore sadena. So this is one of the things that you have to be aware of. So that is how it goes. That means technically, say by he is ascetic. He should not be disturbed by that noise. Okay. So by that noise, then the next line, after that you can put the comma, then I put here, he, can you see, is not stained. It's not stained. So that means the noise you first, I mean ascetic or a sage, when you heard certain noise, the mind get disturbed. They get disturbed. I mean, they're disturbed by certain voice. Because the voice or noise can got certain. So when we look at the sutta, I say Vedana. Okay. So that means ear. This is talking about Dhamma, the ear. The external object is noise, right? Okay, noise. After the ear, then the noise. So these two is called contact. These two are contact. Even in Abhidhamma or in Sutta also it's contact. Then ear consciousness arise. Ear consciousness arise. Ear consciousness arise. After ear consciousness arise, what will happen? There will be feeling, Vedana. Okay. All right. So after feeling, so the feeling will be either pleasant or unpleasant. Okay, pleasant or unpleasant. So pleasant or unpleasant. Okay, so when the noise is pleasant, what will happen? Kilesa will arise. This kilesa will arise. That means the mind, the kilesa. So this kilesa will arise. Kilesa will arise. That means the mind is already tainted. If it's unpleasant, when it is unpleasant, there will be what we call it a repulsion. Repulsion.
Aversion.
Aversion.
No, I want to use the Pali word. Before aversion, there will be a repulsion. There is the word is patiga.
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 Patiga, that means there will be a repulsion. After repulsion, then only aversion will arise. After that will be aversion. Aversion is the dosa. So either case, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, because pleasant kilesa will arise, there will be what we call it attachment. Attachment, there will be attachment. So both party also give rise to what we call it. That means you say is stain. Kilisati, because istain, so technically it's talking about the mind of the ascetic. The mind of ascetic is stain. Is stain. So this part, when you look at the Dhamma, it's like that. Yeah, you can understand.
It means you have to restrain, Brother Alfred.
That means at this junction, most of the time, it talks about, manasikara.
Sambara.
Yoniso manasikara is one of them. This is up at this junction when this come out already. After come out already, it's not just come out already, you cannot restrain. Come out already, you must have yoniso manasikara, wise attention. That means you have to get rid of it At this junction, you have to yoniso manasikara. Yoniso manasikara. It means this is what they call it, a wise attention
Yeah.
Wise attention. But prior to this is before up to this junction, then you have to have what do you call it?
Indriya Sambara.
Up to here, correct. Here, up to here is Sambara. It means is guarding of your
Sense.
sense space lah.
Yeah.
Sense space because ear is your sense space ma. So this is one way lah. So how do you guard? Now you explain how do you guard? How do you guard? You guard by using what? Awareness lah.
Sati sampajanya.
Sampajanya lah.
Sati sampajanya.
Sampajanya. So you can take both lah. So this is how you guard lah. Alright. So you say indriya samvara, then how do you guard? How do you guard? You guard by using sati and sampajanya lah. Before the kilesa arise. This is before the kilesa. After kilesa is arrived, because maybe you are too slow or you're not active enough to able to detect it. Then you apply Yoniso Manasikara. This is after and before. This is the two technique lah.
Brother Alfred, again, you say before the kilesa arise, we got
You are doing a guarding. You are doing
guarding first.
Guarding.
Restraint.
How do you guard? You guard. This is the tools how you guard. Sati, it means mindful and
Clear comprehension.
Yes, mindful and clear comprehension. Clear comprehension, it means you know what is going on lah.
Clear comprehension. Okay. Then that means if it arises already, then we use Yoniso Manasikara.
You apply wise attention, no? Oh, then your wise attention, that means you reflect, oh, this action, this thinking, or this action is not right. Now that is Yoniso Manasikara. That is a wise attention. What you're going to do about it, is it? So Yoniso Manasikara, that means at this junction, they use what they call Samma Vayama.
Yeah, correct.
Right effort.
Okay, Samma Vayama means you have the 4 right effort. So your 4 right effort. 4 right effort, because the action here is unwholesome or wholesome lah. It depends lah. Wholesome or unwholesome. Alright?
That's right. One,
Yeah.
So if it's unwholesome, that means if it's not yet arise, that means wholesome. Not yet arise. Alright, so not yet arise, not yet, that means it haven't arise, because the thought is still not wholesome yet, unwholesome, not wholesome yet, not yet arise, then you cultivate lah. You cultivate, that means it's bhavana ma. That means here, not yet arise, you cultivate. And you bring it up, cultivate, so you bring it up, cultivate to make cultivate to bring up the level. Once it is already up, you maintain lah. You maintain. But so the unwholesome is also the same. Unwholesome not yet arise and it arise. Not yet arise, that means not yet arise is, this is where you prevent lah. You're using sati sampajana, you prevent it from arising. But if it's arise already, this one now we are talking about the unwholesome, no, because these two are unwholesome. So already arise, when this arise, you use a Yoniso Manasikara lah. To remove it pahana. That means you have one is prevent. The one is to prevent. This part is to prevent. Guarding is to prevent. So this part Yoniso Mara is to abandon. You get it? Abandon. Abandon. It's already arrived. You need to abandon. So this part we are talking about. This one. This part. You get it? Got it?
Can't digest. Have to write 1, 2, 3. Too fast. Let's go back and revisit your this one.
This one, that means here, this is like that lah.
When the
Like
noise
that,
rises, Ear
no-
consciousness and
Noise is voice lah. Noise is
Ah.
voice lah. Somebody is talking lah. Somebody is talking. So this plus this plus this is contact lah. Contact lah. And after this plus this contact, then only the ear consciousness arrives. After the ear consciousness arrives, there will be a feeling. The feeling, or three types of feeling. We don't talk about three feeling because we are talking about kilesa ma. That's pleasant and unpleasant ma. So pleasant is attachment. Unpleasant is repulsion, which is patika. Patika eventually lead to dosa. Dosa means lead to aversion lah. This one is attachment, loba lah. Kali is loba, or sometimes is
Raga.
raga. What? This is loba raga. There are many words for it lah. So in this case, after that, so what we're talking with, if you don't want it to happen, that means you need to guard the base. How to guard? Sati sampajana. So this is part unwholesome, not yet arise ma. Not yet arise means you want to prevent it from arising lah. To prevent it from arising. So to prevent it from arising, you use this lah.
Sati sampajanya.
To prevent, this is to prevent. Yeah, this is to prevent. This is to prevent. So in the event your guarding is not good, it's slip through lah. So it slip through, you still able to still do something. So this is to abandon using Yoniso Manasikara, because it is a wise attention. It applies a wise attention to get rid of it lah. So the right effort here, Samma Vayama, is the same as Samma Sampadana.
Use the 4 right effort to.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 4 right effort. 1 is 2 is to cultivate the wholesome. 2 is for unwholesome.
Got it.
2 for wholesome.
Samapadana.
Same lah. Sampadana. Sampadana.
Samapadana, isn't it?
I think.
Samapadana.
I think it's like that. I think something like that.
Sampadana.
I think something like that. Okay. So this is how it, so the sutta here basically is talking, and that means it's talking about how the mind is get stained. So this is, let me see, okay, you see, in that is the reason why most of the ascetic or the yogi must go to a quiet place. Quiet place, you have to go to a quiet. Indeed, many noise which are disagreeable. The word disagreeable, unpleasant. You see, this is disagreeable means it's unpleasant. So anything unpleasant, what will happen? You get aversion, disagreeable. But there will be another line we're talking about what is agreeable. So this is disagreeable. So in this case, he's talking about the state of the mind. So that means disagreeable, you should endure. Endure, that means you must be able, how to endure? You basically do this one. This one, Sati Sampajana, Yoniso Manasikara. So both of them are it. That's how it goes. All right. Okay. Then here you see this part. Okay, this part is done. So the how we revert is we don't have, we can revert it accordingly. We don't need to revert it now. As long as we have to break it down, it's good enough. Okay, I will go to number 19. Okay, number 18, sorry. Yam tang isihi patapang tanang dura pi. Wait, I think there's a missing something. I think there's a missing A here. Let me check.
Looks like it.
The A there. 15. 15. 1 minute. Open the book.
Which one?
15.
Bisam, I think.
Oh,
Abisam.
Yam tam.
I think it's Sambawang. I think it should be Sambawang. Should be Sambawang. Should be Sambawang.
Sambawang.
Sambawang. Should be Sambawang. Sambawang. All right. So what we do here is there 2 lines here, 2 lines. After that we will do the first one. So if you look at this, you see yam, tam, tabang, tanang, bawang, technically they are all in the same case. Technically they are all in the same case. Apparently it looks like that means it looks like it's taking a neuter noun ending. So what we do is here. You see here, that can you see that? Okay, so that, and then you follow by yum. This is relative. So technically, this one, I say that state, that means this is talking about the mind state lah. The mind state. Normally the mind state you put it as a dhamma. Dhamma is a mind state. So that state. So because here you see that wish to be attained. So that wish to be attained. Can you see the word here? The word here is pat. Pat. So this pat tabang means to be attained. To be attained. Can you see the word? This one is plural. Plural. Not by assist, by stages. By stages. Plural. Isi plus he. So this is by stages. This is not singular, plural, by sages. Okay, can you see that? The state wish to be attained by sages, that means it's talking about either Arya state or Jhana state. We also don't know, because this part, that means we don't know whether it's a jhanic state or Arya state or wholesome state. Or wholesome state, we also don't know. So we say that states, that means the level of the mind. Okay. Can you see here? This one. Dur is plus a prefix of abi and some bawa. That means technically it means hard to endure. Okay. Here that means that state wish to be attained by a say is hard to endure. So we know that this is talking about the mental state. Definitely it's talking about mental state. Whether it's attainment or not, we don't know. It's a mental state. It's a mental state. Because translation of one line is difficult. This part you say that, and then like this one is also say that just now, like that. It said that it didn't mention the noise. The noise was mentioned earlier. So in this case, it's not talking about that. Okay. So continue again. Continue again. That means this first line is okay. So the second line, we take back the same subject. We assume that state is a mental state. So you can see here. Can you see here? The word na. Okay, na. So can you see the word saka is in decline? It means in decline. Na is not. This is possible. So not possible. So it's impossible. Okay. Can you see here? This the word there is. Can you see papotum plus itia. Papotum itia. Then can you see? That means itia. That means it's a feminine noun here. That means ya can be any case. Can be any case. So this is papotum. That means to attain.
Definitive.
To attain. Can you see? Infinitive is to attain. That means you could put that. So when you join this up, so in this case, you says that that state, you don't need to mention it anymore. If you mention this, you don't say that state is it is no need, because it is referred to that state. So you remember this one. So not possible to attain by a woman. Okay. Then after that, then you see here, can you see this? This is panya. Technically, that means we will think that this should be with we will think as with or by lah. So it should be a instrumental by two fingers wisdom. That means two fingers then means a very shallow is two finger wisdom means is a shallow, very shallow type of wisdom. This one is referring to a very shallow, very shallow lah. So this is kind of very shallow.
And that's 3 fingers, Brother
No,
Alfie.
there is
Dua angular, 2 fingers.
two finger means is a shallow wisdom lah.
Yeah.
Deep wisdom?
I don't know. I never come across deep wisdom.
So I thought deep wisdom is 3
Protest lah.
fingers.
No.
All women must protest.
Wisdom of 2 fingers.
This is kind of the way of literally speaking.
Expression.
It's an expression. It's a kind of expression used by the Indian.
I
Two
think
fingers.
2 out of 10. I think it's 2 out of 10.
Maybe you are right. Maybe 2 out there. 2 is not enough lah. Shallow lah.
Okay.
Probably lah. I also don't know the way how they use the way they use the way the Indian culture, how they use this to indicate something lah. So
Brother Ong say what? 2 attempt.
2 out of the 10 finger lah.
You see my hearing so bad.
So if it 10 means very good lah. 5 is average lah. 2 means fail lah. Something like that lah. Something like that lah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So this is a bit difficult to catch because this is only 2 lines. But however, more or less, most of the ideas and the information on this line, we already extract it out already. We extract quite a lot out of that. So that is the reason why when we go through this, sometimes it's very difficult to translate the whole thing. To able to translate the whole thing, then you have to refer back to the sutta. But in this particular case, no need to. We just come out. We have to add in a bit here and there. Most of the time, we can get Chinese say cha cha pa pa lah. Same. The word cha cha pa pa is refer to like 2 finger. When you say 2 finger, it says it's very low wisdom lah. When we say cha cha pa pa, mean more or less lah in English lah. I think you get what I say, cha cha pa pa. It means more or less like that lah.
7 to 80%.
7 or 8 lah. 7 to 80% cha cha pa pa. The way of saying using by the Chinese lah. Something like that lah. 2 fingers.
Agak-agak,
2 fingers of wisdom. All right. Okay. 19 lah. Number 9. Macera pamada evang danang na diati. Okay, this one is punya makang kama nena deyang hoti vijanata. Okay, here what you do is you see here we in our 5th precept we will chant pamadatana. So the word pama in this case is negligent or heedless. Heedlessness. So it can be there. So in this case, we get macera. So macera, can you see the word with a long A? So long A in this case should be most likely is ablative lah. Because this is the river. There's another word called macharia. Macharia is also stinginess. Okay, so in this case, this means what they say is from stinginess and negligence or heedlessness. Okay, heedlessness. That means they start from ablative. Then you see evang danang. Can you see? Evang danang. That means this is evang. So this one evang normally is thus only or whatever. We will take this. This is danang. Danang is a neuter now. This is a subject. Subject. So the subject. That means dana can be a gift, can be an arm. Whatever you offer is called dana. So in this case, can you see there is word diyati. So this word is diyati. Why? Because this word is the word da plus
Yeah.
iya plus t, you know. So so is ERT, that means is this is ERT, yeah. So this is passive. This is passive. So is plus the na means it's not given. So that means what the statement here is it means arm is not given. Arm is not given due. In this case, if you take just now these two as a subject, and then we do this way, we have to put from. We cannot use from anymore due to stinginess and negligence. You can understand how we got. But if you start from here, you say from. It's okay because that is how the Pali lah. But in English, I don't think we start the word from most of the time. So we start subject, subject, verb, then this is the extension. So we have to change the word from to due lah. This is how we do in English lah. You have to correct yourself as far as preposition is concerned, because you are thinking the subject, verb, and the extension. So you have to find which preposition which is suitable to make up your sentence in order to prevent it from become a bit awkward. All right. Okay, the next one, can you see here? Here you see the punya. I think this is the M is inserted because this is akangka. Akangka. So here is akangka followed by the word mana here. Akangka mana. So this is there akangka plus mana. This is forming a present participle. That means this here is married. This is wishing. So here is ena. Ena means buy. This is buy. It's buy. Buy. Okay. So you understand that. That's why I put C3 here. This is a breakdown of it. PRP here. PRP here. Mana. Okay. So the word yang. This is a potential. Also da plus aya. This is da plus aya. Okay, da plus a. Okay, then 40, this is Vina Janata. All right. So what we do is we put them here. So in this particular case, you see the word Janata. 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 So Janata means Vijanata. So the word here you have V plus nya. Nya, that means plus the word ta, that means is ending with a long A, it's a feminine noun or something like that. That means referring to abstract noun. Extract noun, one who knows. This is that means we put one who knows. Okay, one who knows, followed by this one who knows. Okay, all right. Then subject, one who know. All right, is. Okay, is can you see? Can you see here? So the object of this particular line, we don't get an object directly. So the object directly is not. So we will say, we will assume that this is become an object. So here PRP, can you see here PRP? So PRP, so what we will think that the object is giving. In this case, we cannot find in here. So here we say by wishing for merit. So technically here by wishing for merit is there. Okay, by wishing for merit is here. So the one here is not, this one is not in the sentences. So we have to pick it from somewhere. This is, we pick this from there. So this part is ignored. This part is ignored. I put highlight. Okay, then the next line is one would. So in this case, let's say this one, we can put in another way. We will take this. We will take this another line, one would. offer. Offer and give is the same. Okay. So okay, here this is one who knows would offer by wishing for marriage. So that this is the one you find in this line would offer. Offer what? Offer dana lah in this case. Offer dana, danang. So offer danang. Okay. But offer danang, and then you look at this sentence by wishing for marriage. That means offer dana. So here you should put in order. Rather than wishing, rather in order. Sina would offer dana in order to get married. So you have to change a bit, but we know that this line is talking you are wishing to get married lah. So we can put in this way. See, this way the second line will be better lah. You don't have to stick solely strictly on what you see here, because you know that means somebody do dana because they want married or something like that lah. Okay, okay, this is how it goes now. So there is a bit here and there we have to customize or fit into the sentences, and we extract the meaning, and then we will try to get the translation correct. Right?
So Brother Alfred, the hoti, no need to translate lah. Is there hoti?
I think it's because if you take hoti, you have to one who know is giving. Line this is one possibility is giving. So giving this is giving. So this part will become Taeyang become giving, you know, by wishing for marriage. So another way of translating this, I mean choice number 2. Choice number 2, you take this part, would offer dana in order to get them married. So at the end of the day, which one you think is correct? Both also, I think the meaning is more or less the same. Because I would think that I prefer the number 2, because would offer dana in order to get married, not yet happen, would offer. So this is already one in the process of giving, in the process of giving. Is giving. This is like present continuous. It's just only a matter of English. But what we want is the message. What's the message? All right.
Brother Alfred, the deya is optative, right? So when we put optative and potential same
Same.
because just now the potential is
Same.
tabak
That one is potential participle. This one is conditional. This one is conditional.
conditional
Conditional.
participle. Okay, got
No,
it.
this is conditional. This is conditional. Conditional, that means would not necessarily you will do. No, you only do this. Would offer. There is a attachment. There is a condition in order to get married. This is the condition. Yeah, that's why it's called conditional. In order to get married. You get what I mean?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay, number 20. It's very tough. But I tell you, it's very tough. I think you can still understand because you're quite advanced and you can understand. If for a beginner, I think this is very tough. Really tough. So we will do the number 20. Sati Vihari Kena. So that means you can see Ena, throw away the Ena, you put back the here. So Vihari plus the ka ika. Vihara plus ika. Okay. So here Bhikkhave, Bhikkhuna, put Upaj Jayam here, Sama Pati Tapang. So this is Vinaya. Part 146. All right. So here, basically here you can see the word here is Sadim. Up to this part, this is Sadim lah. Sadim, you can take away is Sadda. Sadda, Sadim. There is a word called Sadi. Remember, there is a little word with Sadi. Sadi, Sadda. And then this is Viharika. Viharika is actually, it refers to when you put a car there, that means people, technically, you put a people living together, P-E-O, people, people's live. So if you put people, that means you can put something like people who are living together. But if you don't put this one, then you have to put living together. It's understood. That means understood, because now here you can look at here. These sentences, it cannot be people, because here is talking here about here. Yeah. So here your sentences are living together. Can you see here? Here you take here with monk living together. Oh monk. This is monk. So that means you can put here vocative in front. Oh monks. Living together. So in this case, we cannot put with. We say monks living together. The with have to throw it. So monks living together. So the with is no need already. Living together. Can you see here? Okay, the verb here. Pati, that means this one. Vata. That means should observe. Okay. Here is the word samma. Right. Samma. This is in decline. Right. So when you say right, that means technically it's talking about right conduct. So in this case, you don't see in Pali always like that one, right? You don't see right conduct. But technically this is a neutral noun, no? I think technically it's a neutral noun, but most of the time it will end as silang. It will end as a silang. So because it's a plural, silani is a neutral noun. But however, most of the time it ends with silang. That means right conduct. All right, right conduct. So the word conduct you cannot find in this particular line. So this is another one that is still missing again. All right. Okay. Then in this case, can you see the word here is here is locative. Locative, then it's not a problem lah. Locative, you can say two words because this is a upajaya. Upajaya means towards preceptor. Okay. So when you so this is how you go. So in this case, the word bhikkhuna, because the plural of big monk is bhikkhavu. Bhikkhavu. So this bhikkhavu, but however, when you translate that, we don't want use instrumental become subject. A monk living together should observe right conduct, right behavior, in this case, behavior. Correct. Behavior, behavior. Correct. Don't spell correct.
You.
Yeah.
After I
this
is
one
you.
This American spelling. The
You is
British
after
one
I.
is
I-O-U.
I-O-U. Okay, something like that. So this is like something this is missing also. So you have to put like that. So you can see translation, there is always a couple of words missing one. No. So this we cannot because if you say observe right, cannot right conduct. She's talking about right conduct. So this is what you can see. All right. Okay, we will stop at here. We will stop at here.